Have you ever wondered how to overcome suffering and attain inner peace? Welcome to our exploration of the Eightfold Path, a cornerstone of Buddhist philosophy that provides a roadmap to enlightenment. It's an intricate weave of wisdom, ethical conduct, and mental discipline that guides us on a transformative journey towards self-awareness, compassion, and ultimately, nirvana. The Eightfold Path, or Ashtangika-Marga, isn't a linear progression, but rather a holistic approach to spiritual growth. Each path is not a solitary step, but an interconnected aspect of a larger, profound journey. It's about understanding the nature of suffering, cultivating positive intentions, speaking truthfully, acting ethically, choosing a righteous livelihood, putting in the right effort, being mindful, and achieving focused concentration. This path encourages us to live a life of harmony, wisdom, and inner peace, guiding us to transcend suffering and experience the joy of being in the present moment. So let's embark on this enlightening journey through the Eightfold Path. It all begins with right understanding, the foundation of wisdom. This initial step of the Eightfold Path invites us to comprehend the Four Noble Truths, fundamental principles that Buddha taught as the reality of our existence. The first truth acknowledges the existence of suffering. It's not pessimistic but rather realistic, recognizing that life involves pain, loss, and impermanence. However, the second truth extends this understanding by identifying the cause of suffering. It suggests that our suffering stems from our desires, attachments, and ignorance. But there is hope. The third truth presents the possibility of the cessation of suffering. It asserts that by extinguishing our cravings and attachments, we can liberate ourselves from the cycle of suffering and rebirth. This liberation is known as nirvana, a state of ultimate peace and enlightenment. The fourth truth, then, is the path leading to the cessation of suffering, the very Eightfold Path we are discussing. Understanding these Four Noble Truths is the first step on our journey, providing us with a clear view of the reality of our existence and the way towards liberation. Next, we move on to right intention. This path emphasizes the cultivation of positive intentions and the renunciation of harmful ones. It's about aligning our thoughts and motivations with our newfound understanding of the Four Noble Truths. Right intention involves three aspects: the intention of renunciation, the intention of goodwill, and the intention of harmlessness. The intention of renunciation encourages us to let go of our self-centered desires. The intention of goodwill urges us to replace ill will with love and kindness. The intention of harmlessness, meanwhile, inspires us to abstain from causing harm to ourselves or others. These intentions are not commands, but choices we make in our minds. They guide our actions, words, and thoughts, shaping our character and leading us towards a more compassionate and harmonious existence. These two paths lay the groundwork for our journey, establishing a foundation of wisdom and positive intention. They enlighten us about the nature of our existence and inspire us to align our thoughts and actions with this understanding, setting the stage for the rest of our exploration of the Eightfold Path. Scene script. Next, we traverse the paths of ethical conduct, starting with right speech. This third path, right speech, is a call to use our words wisely. It invites us to speak truthfully, kindly, and considerately, fostering positive communication. Imagine a world where every word spoken was kind, truthful, and beneficial. Right speech encourages us to create that world, one conversation at a time. It reminds us to avoid false speech, harmful gossip, and harsh words. In essence, it promotes communication that uplifts and unites rather than divides. We then move to the fourth path, right action. This path is about aligning our actions with our ethical values. It urges us to refrain from causing harm to any living being, to abstain from stealing, and to avoid sexual misconduct. Right action encourages us to be mindful of our deeds, ensuring they reflect kindness, respect, and integrity. It inspires us to create a ripple effect of positive actions that contribute to a kinder, more compassionate world. Lastly, we come to the fifth path, right livelihood. This path is about choosing a profession that aligns with our ethical values and does not cause harm to others. Right livelihood asks us to consider the impact of our work on the world. It challenges us to question, does our livelihood contribute to the well-being of others and the planet, or does it cause harm? By choosing a right livelihood, we can make our work a meaningful part of our spiritual journey. Together, these paths of ethical conduct, right speech, right action, and right livelihood, form a moral compass guiding us on our journey towards enlightenment. They show us that the path to inner peace and wisdom is not just about personal growth, it's also about how we interact with the world around us. These paths guide us to live ethically, promoting kindness and compassion in our actions and livelihood. Through them, we can create a world that reflects the values we hold dear, contributing to a more compassionate, peaceful, and enlightened society. Now, we delve into the paths of mental discipline, beginning with right effort. This path emphasizes the necessity of cultivating a positive mind. It reminds us that our spiritual journey is not a passive one. It requires active engagement and continuous effort. We must strive to let go of negative thoughts and instead nurture wholesome ones. This diligent work on our mental state is a crucial part of our spiritual progress. Next, we explore right mindfulness. This path teaches us to be fully present and aware. It encourages us to observe our thoughts, feelings, and sensations without judgment. Rather than getting carried away by our emotions or thoughts, we learn to simply watch them, like clouds passing by in the sky. This kind of mindful awareness brings about a deep understanding of ourselves and the world around us. It leads to insight, self-awareness, and ultimately, wisdom. Lastly, we arrive at right concentration. This is the practice of deep meditation. Through this discipline, we learn to focus our mind on a single object, such as the breath, a mantra, or a visual image. This focused attention leads to a state of deep tranquility and clarity. It's like looking into a still pond and seeing the bottom clearly. In this state of profound concentration, we can gain deep insight and realization. Together, these three paths, right effort, right mindfulness, and right concentration, form the mental discipline aspect of the Eightfold Path. They work in harmony to cultivate a disciplined, focused, and aware mind. This mental discipline is not just about controlling our thoughts, it's about understanding them, observing them, and ultimately freeing ourselves from their control. These paths teach us the importance of a disciplined mind, cultivating a state of awareness and concentration. They remind us that enlightenment is not a sudden event, but a gradual process of continual learning and growth. And they assure us that with diligent practice, we can navigate the complexities of the mind and move closer to a state of peace, wisdom, and enlightenment. In the Ashtangika-Marga, these 8 interconnected elements guide us towards a life of harmony, wisdom, and inner peace. It's a profound journey that starts with right understanding, a deep comprehension of the 4 noble truths that form the foundation of Buddhism. This understanding helps us perceive reality as it is, free from illusions and misconceptions. Following this is right intention, a commitment to cultivate wholesome attitudes and renounce harmful ones. It's about fostering goodwill, kindness, and compassion while letting go of hatred and ill will. Next, we have the ethical conduct paths: right speech, right action, and right livelihood. These paths direct us towards ethical communication, action, and livelihood, promoting a life of non-harming, truthfulness, and integrity. Moving on, there's right effort, a call for diligence in nurturing wholesome mental states and abandoning unwholesome ones. It's a reminder that spiritual growth requires consistent, mindful effort. Then comes right mindfulness, the practice of being fully present and aware of our thoughts, feelings, and bodily sensations. This mindfulness leads to self-awareness, enabling us to recognize and understand the true nature of our experiences. And finally, right concentration, the practice of deep meditation, which helps to cultivate a calm and focused mind, opening the doors to profound insight and realization. These paths are not sequential stages, but rather they are interconnected aspects of a holistic journey towards enlightenment. Each path complements the others, and together, they guide us towards a life of ethical conduct, mental discipline, and wisdom. The Eightfold Path is a roadmap to inner peace and liberation from suffering. It's a journey of self-discovery and spiritual growth, leading us towards the ultimate goal of nirvana, the end of suffering. May these teachings inspire you on your own path to self-discovery and spiritual growth. Embrace the journey, for it is in each step that we come closer to enlightenment. And remember, the path is not a destination, but the journey itself. Thank you for joining us on this enlightening journey through the Eightfold Path of Buddhism. Together, we've embarked on a voyage of understanding, traversing the rich landscape of this profound philosophy, from the foundation of wisdom to the cultivation of ethical conduct and mental discipline. We've explored how these interwoven paths can guide us towards a life of harmony and inner peace. The Eightfold Path is not merely a set of guidelines, it's a holistic journey towards enlightenment, a testament to Buddhism's nuanced approach to spiritual awakening. It teaches us to navigate life's challenges with wisdom, compassion, and mindfulness, inspiring us to strive for self-discovery and spiritual growth. The journey doesn't end here. We encourage you to continue exploring Buddhism, to delve deeper into its teachings, and to apply these principles in your daily life. Remember, the path to enlightenment is within your reach. Until next time, stay mindful and at peace. And